Hello, hello, and welcome back or welcome. I am book lover Lorna, and it's time for another book haul. We all love a book haul because we're all so nosy. We like to see what someone else is spending their money on. And mine, 9 times out of 10, is either books or ASOS orders. That's what I spend my money on. That's not like, normal adult boring life things. So I share my books with you. And this is the haul for September and October. I do them like joint months because I couldn't do a haul every month because you just have hauls all the time because I buy books every month. I don't think I've had a month this year where I haven't bought any books. So maybe that needs to be November's target. No books. I'm sure I haven't had any. Have I had any months where I've not bought any books? You guys probably know better than me. No. In August I bought one, which was quite good, let's be honest. So yeah, we've not had the worst 2 months ever. October I've done well. September not quite so well. I kept seeing books online for good prices, and then I saw some books in Tesco that I wanted, and it all adds up. Every little does not help when you're trying not to buy books. Just saying. So, the month of September, I purchased 8 books, which I think is the number I read. So, it could be worse, but it could be a whole lot better. This is in no particular order. I will share with you the books that I bought. So, I purchased And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie. This is a special edition. I think I've almost got all of the special editions out. Almost. I think I'm missing maybe one. Or 2, and I just saw it for a good price. That was my only reason. I just want to finish my collection. Don't know anything about it. It's got a noose on the front, so I'm assuming, it's an Agatha Christie book. There's going to be a murder. But yeah, it's just pretty. Look at the shine. Look at the shine. And on the back as well. And that's the only reason I collect these. Oh, there we go. Oh, hit the light. Yeah, And Then There Were None by Agatha Christie. First book. I purchased the next 2. These were from Tesco's, and they were just a good price. And I was like, yes, I've been wanting both of these. So it was the cheapest place that I'd seen this one, which is The Castaways by Lucy Clark. Wish You Were Here, Think Again. You wake on a beautiful remote island, sparkling blue seas, golden sunsets, barely a footprint in the sand, yet this is no ordinary escape. Next to the wreck of a plane, a stranger paces. Another sharpens a knife, scoring a list of the dead onto a palm tree. Another watches from the shadows of a campfire, all with untold stories and closely guarded secrets. This is no ordinary holiday. This is no ordinary island. This is no ordinary beach read. I feel like my partner might quite enjoy this one, actually. I'll see what I think of it and then see if it's a good one. He might enjoy that one as well. But yeah, I feel like I've seen that. I don't think I saw someone read it, but I think I saw it on an advert or something, maybe. I don't know. But it was on my list, and that was the cheapest place that I'd seen it in Tesco, so I had to pick it up. And it was on a 2 for a certain amount of money. And they also had The Long, Long Afternoon, which is one that was also on my list of ones to buy. I have read this. I read it as a NetGalley ARC, but I loved it so much that I had to get a physical copy because I thought it was such a good book. It's essentially a murder mystery type book, and it's family drama, very American. It's just so good. It's literally so good. There's a bit of police detectiveness in there as well. There's some racial stuff. It's very, very good book. So definitely recommend picking that one up. You can get it for a good price in Tesco's. Next is Gamora and Nebula, Sister in Arms by Mackenzie Lee. Her other book, Mackenzie Lee's other book, Loki, Where Mischief Lies, I'm supposed to be reading that at the moment, but I haven't picked it up yet. Maybe I will. I don't know. I keep putting it off. I've had it for so long, but this one's a new one. I love Marvel, by the way. Side note, that's why I buy these books. But it's just weird to read it. So, since being adopted by Thanos, Gamora and Nebula have always grappled with who their father has pushed them to be versus who they want to be, and all the while struggling to be sisters rather than enemies. When the pair end up on a deteriorating planet being mined for its valuable resources, a series of events force the sisters to confront the source of their rivalry and where their loyalty truly lies. It's going to be so weird to read Marvel rather than watch it on the TV. Okay. Next, 2 books, which I just had to buy these because, you know, I'm buying the collection. I think I've only got 1 more or 2 more left to buy. I think only 1 more, actually. I don't know which order it is. Oh, it's In the Dark first. In the Dark by Cara Hunter and No Way Out, also by Cara Hunter, both part of the D.I. Adam Fawley series. I'm going to read this one soon, In the Dark. This is 2nd in the series. I've read Close to Home in like July. My partner read this one in October, and I will also be reading this one soon. By the time you've seen this video, I might have read this book. Might have. I want to pick it up so that I can discuss it with him, because obviously he's read it and I haven't. And then No Way Out. I'm not sure if this is the next one in the series. I have to Google it every time I want to know which book is the one to read next, because I have a memory. Whoa! I'm making a book pile over there, and it went like whoop off the side of there. Whoop! Not today, Satan, not today. You're not damaging my books. Next, we have Wendy Darling by A.C. Wise. I don't know why, I just have a thing that I want to buy Peter Pan retellings. I don't really love Peter Pan that much. I think it's such a cool story, but the movie really bores me. Like, the ride in Disney is so cool, but every time I watch the movie, like, I think, oh yeah, I love Peter Pan. And I get about halfway through, and I swear, like, the second half, I barely watched it because I just completely lose interest. But there's quite a few, like, Wendy Peter Pan retellings out at the moment, or, like, come out recently. And I just want to purchase them. There's another one I want, which is called... Can't remember what it's called. Can't remember. But I want to read it. So this one. Finding the second star from the right and fly straight on... Let me start that again. Find the second star from the right and fly straight on till morning, all the way to Neverland. A children's paradise with no rules, no adults, only endless adventures and enchanted forests, all led by the charismatic boy who will never grow old. But Wendy Darling grew up. She has a husband and a young daughter called Jane, a life in London. But one night, after all these years, Peter Pan returns. Wendy finds him outside her daughter's window, looking to claim a new mother for his lost boys. But instead of Wendy, he takes Jane. Now a grown woman, a mother, a patient and a survivor, Wendy must follow Peter back to Neverland to rescue her daughter and to finally face the darkness at the heart of the island. I just think that sounds so good. I just feel like a Peter Pan retelling will be like a nice read. The last book, the 8th book that I bought in September, wow, is One Last Stop by Casey McQuiston. Can't remember where I ordered this from, but it's one that I want to read, and it's been on my TBR for like this whole year. There's a lot of blurb on here. Let's see how this goes. A cynical 23-year-old August moving to New York City is supposed to prove her right. Yeah, I've already read it wrong. For cynical 23-year-old August moving to New York City is supposed to prove her right. That things like magic and cinematic love stories don't exist, and the only smart way to go through life is alone. She can't imagine how waiting tables at a 24-hour pancake diner and moving in with too many weird roommates could possibly change that. And there's certainly no chance of her subway commute being anything more than a daily trudge through boredom and electrical failures. But then there's this gorgeous girl on the train, Jane. 2 books with Jane in! Oh, my camera's going to run out of battery. Jane, dazzling, charming, mysterious, impossible Jane. Jane with her rough edges and swoopy hair and soft smile, showing up in a leather jacket to save August's morning when she needs it most. August's subway crush becomes the best part of her day, but pretty soon she discovers there's one big problem. Jane just doesn't look like an old school punk rocker. Okay, she's literally displaced in time from the 1970s, and August is going to have to use everything she tried to leave in all her own past to help Jane. Maybe it's time to start believing in some things after all. I just think it sounds really good, and I've seen Kayla from Books and Lala read this, and she really enjoyed it. So, well, I think she relatively enjoyed it. So I just thought it sounded like a good book. So I basically got that recommendation from her videos. Right, now I'm just going to need to charge my camera battery before I film the rest of this video because it's flashing red at me. We've had a small intermission while I charged my battery. So the lighting and the setup, we've probably changed, but you know, what can you do? I've been doing a lot of filming today. So that was all of my books that I purchased in September. And now for the October books, where I've only bought 2 books. 2 books for the whole of October. So that is much better and helps kind of counteract my 8 of September. Oops, sorry. So the first book that I bought in October, I bought on a trip down to Padstow in Cornwall, and you can see actually on my Cornwall reading vlog what we got up to, the reading that we did, and then we went to Padstow bookseller and I had to purchase a book. I had a £5 off voucher actually, so a book tokens voucher, so that was ace. So I got this for cheaper than you can get it like online or anything. So this is Agatha Christie Midsummer Mysteries, another special edition. So I'm sure I've only got one left now. I didn't even know this one existed until I saw it in the bookshop and I was like, hold on, that goes with my collection. I don't have it. I was pretty sure I didn't have it and I got home and I don't, thankfully. But yeah, super pretty, got the gold. Yeah, but more on the back, essentially. And this has like the prettiest pages, like just behind the main page on each side. It's just like sunflowers. Not sunflowers, daisies, sorry. And it's so pretty, it's so pretty. So again, another Agatha Christie crime. Summertime, temperature rises, so does the potential for evil. From Cornwall to the French Riviera, whether against the background of Delphic temples or English countryside houses, Agatha Christie's most famous characters solve even the most devilish of conundrums as the summer sun beats down. Yeah, so this is just to add to the collection. At one point I will read these books. I have to be at home because I'm not taking them outside the house. Like, they'll get ruined and they're just too pretty. I want to keep them nice. And the last book for this book haul, and the last book that I bought in October, is Pumpkinhead by Rainbow Rowell and Faith Erin Hicks. Now, this one, I'd seen this before. This is a graphic novel. I haven't had a graphic novel to read in a while because I read the ones that I bought. So I fancied another one. Now, I don't really like Rainbow Rowell. Like, I didn't get Fangirl. I'm sure I tried to read another one of hers, and oh, this is so cool. It just didn't gel with me. And I saw someone reading this one on Instagram the other day. Oh, I read Eleanor and Park as well. I saw someone reading this on Instagram the other day, and I was like, oh, like the illustrations are so cute. It's like pumpkin picking and stuff. I'm filming this in October, by the way, and it's, Halloweeny season, and I'm going pumpkin picking and stuff, so the aesthetic is just autumn vibes. So by the time you've seen this video, I will have read this because I'm planning on actually reading this today. It's just pumpkins. Look at the aesthetic, the colours. So yeah, I just really want to read this. Don't know what it's about. Pumpkins. Deja and Josiah are seasonal best friends every autumn all through high school. They've worked together at the best pumpkin patch in the whole wide world. Best pumpkin patch in the whole wide world. And they say goodbye every Halloween and they're reunited every September the 1st. But this Halloween is different. Josiah and Deja are finally seniors and this is the last season at the pumpkin patch. Oh, the last shift together, the last goodbye. Josiah's ready to spend the whole night feeling melancholy about it. Deja isn't ready to let him. We've got a plan. What if instead of moping with it, they went out with a bang? What if their last shift was an adventure? So yeah, purchase that one because I want to have all the autumn Halloween vibes. So yeah, by the time you see this video, 100% will have read this because you can only really read it in October, can't you? So yeah, those are the 10 books that I purchased in September and October. Not too bad. All in all, September was not fab. So maybe in November, I need to try and not buy any books. But I have got some pre-orders. I think I've got some pre-orders coming this month. So I can't do that because it'll still count for numbers because I've already pre-ordered them. So I can't have a no buying month because there's already books on their way, which I will have ordered a long time ago. But hey ho, yeah, 10 books. To be honest, I'm quite excited about most of them. So I just need to get reading. Just need to read more. That's what we need to do. And, help this TBR go down. Because next year, my Goodreads target is going to be a lot lower. So it's going to be a lot harder to read all of these unread books. But, it's got to be done. I need to stop buying books is what needs to happen. But, hey ho. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Happy reading. And I'll see you all soon. Bye.